morning, everyone. It's Adette Lessert. I'm with 9 3/4 Coaching, and this is Wisdom Wednesday. And I'm officially 8 months into doing a weekly session with you and giving you a little insight or wisdom to share for your week ahead. And I am excited because that's a lot of effort, but it's valuable and it's so important. And I love the feedback I've been getting. I encourage you to send me some more feedback. Love to hear from you. Today, I want to talk to you about grit. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about grit, that we just got to get a little grittier in how we handle things. And I thought, well, what is grit? Like, what is involved in it? And I realized that 3 elements that I work with on a regular basis are some of the key ingredients to having some grit in your life. And so I call them the 3 R's. And it's responsible, resourceful, and resilient. And those 3 things are really key ingredients in having grit. So when we talk about being responsible, it comes in a lot of different ways. It's being responsible for our actions, but it's also being responsible for our emotions and how we behave as a result of those emotions. And so it doesn't mean that we can't have those emotions or that we can't mess up from time to time, but we need to take some responsibility for it when it occurs. And when it happens, we have those crazy emotions, we need to say, you know what, I own it, I'm responsible for it, and how do I make it better? So that is really a key thing, and that happens a lot of times with our teens. The limbatic system in your brain overrides the frontal cortex because it's still developing. And that part of your brain that is taking the forefront is the part that is your emotional component. And so the frontal cortex isn't able to regulate it and it goes crazy. So we need to teach our teens how to take responsibility for the emotion. It's okay to have the emotion, but then teach them that they need to go and say, I'm sorry, I was angry or I acted out because of this. I apologize. And then that's taking some responsibility. Now, the second element is resourcefulness. And resourcefulness means that we don't know all the answers. We don't have it all up here. And that's the key element. As humans, we do not know all the answers. But what's important is that we pull in all of our resources. So our resources can be friends and family. Our resources can be the library, the teachers. It can be physical things. What things do you have in your house? So sometimes you don't have everything you need. Think of Halloween. We don't always have a costume sitting ready for us for Halloween, but we can go through our closet and we can figure out, well, what can I piece together to make something? That's being resourceful. And we can use that same resourcefulness in our lives. And we can find for ways that we can use the things we already have. We don't have to go out and buy stuff to make it through. Be resourceful with the things that we have. Be resourceful with people that we have in our lives and utilize them. They're there for us. And so that's a really key part of that grit that we have. Now, the other part is resiliency. And resiliency really does come into play when we talk about getting up and getting back at it. So it's not the fact that we have a failure or a success. It's what we do with it and what we learn from it that makes the difference. And so there's an old song, I remember it from my youth, Chumbawamba sang it, and it was really key to me, and it made me think of this. So I'm just going to see if I can play it in the background for you. Oh! They're never going to get me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. I'm never going to get me down. Now that song, I don't know how that comes across on the video, but I love that song growing up. And it just reminded me that, yeah, we do get knocked down sometimes, but I get up again and I get back at it. And I have to say that in my own life, I have those days. I wake up and I feel miserable. And I think, no, I'm just going to get back up again. I'm going to apply myself, or I have something that sets me back. and I go, oh, that was really difficult, that was hard. But it's in that moment of getting back to it. Going, I recognize it, I'm going to own it, I can sit with it for a little bit, and I can process it. But what I do with it afterwards is the important part. The important part is that you process it, you learn from it. What could be done differently? What resources could I have pulled in? How could I have acted or behaved differently? What are the other elements that I could change and have success the next time? So always about putting your best foot forward, but also if it doesn't work out, look at what things can you change up and still move ahead and move forward. So grit, lots of different things, but 3 key ingredients: resourcefulness, resourcefulness, resilience, and my brain has gone for a little bit. Being responsible. We do need to take responsibility for the things that are in our lives. So 3 R's: responsibility, resourcefulness, and resilience. I encourage you to work on those because that will increase your grit and your ability to move forward in life. I hope you have a fabulous Wednesday. I will see you back here next week, same time, and I look forward to your comments. Please send me your comments. Love to hear from you. Take care. Have a great day.